Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for Installment Scott Selections here for Thursday, March 10th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in the NBA with the Nuggets minus 4.5 at minus 110 on BetMGM. Sabonis was ruled out because of suspension, and Denver eventually held on to win by 6. They were up double digits. They blew the lead, but they held on at the end and they covered. So a nice winner for us. Look for another winner here on Thursday. And for the play today, going to go back to the NBA, looking at a matchup between the Warriors and the Nuggets. And even though the Nuggets did us a solid yesterday, we're going to fade them today. We're going to take the Warriors minus 2 at minus 110 on FanDuel. Time recording of 4 a.m. Eastern Time. A couple reasons why I like Golden State in this spot. First of all, the main reason, this is a really brutal scheduling spot for Denver. And obviously, they played yesterday, so this is going to be the back-to-back. However, on top of that, this is going to be Denver's 4th game in 5 nights. And the main reason why is because of the fact that Denver and Golden State actually had a game canceled earlier this season that was rescheduled. They played it a couple of days ago, and Denver ended up winning that game by, I believe it was 7. But the point is that Denver didn't rest anybody for that game. So a lot of the starters, if not all of the starters, have been playing pretty significant minutes in all of those games, while Golden State did not. Golden State did end up losing by 7, but you look at the actual lineup that the Warriors were using for that game. Curry didn't play, Wiggins didn't play, Clay didn't play. They benched basically everybody, and Denver ended up picking up a win. So I do think that if you want to talk about a spot here for Denver to rest some players, this is definitely a very good spot. I'm not saying that Denver is going to automatically bench people because Golden State benched players against them last time, but I think it makes a lot of sense, especially since Jokic, we know, is really, I don't want to say by himself out there, but if you look at the supporting cast, it's really not that good. And Jokic has been playing a bunch of minutes because he really has to. To go through the recent games, he ended up playing 43 minutes against New Orleans, played 35 minutes in the makeup game against Golden State, played 35 minutes last night. It seems like a pretty good spot to potentially give him a rest, but I also want to point out something pretty fascinating, besides the fact that Golden State also had a day off yesterday, so they are already more rested. But it's pretty interesting that Denver is 3-0 this season against Golden State straight up, and yet they're 2-point underdogs at home. So this line seems extremely trappy to me. And no, I don't think people are just overrating the Warriors because they beat the Clippers, but I don't think that's the case. It really seems like the odds makers are anticipating Denver benching a couple of players, not to mention the fact that Barton is currently injured and Jeff Green was not there yesterday because of personal reasons. They might be out anyway. But I do find it pretty fascinating that a team that's 0-3 straight up is favored in this game on the road. And I think as a result, I'm going to take a gamble here and assume that Denver might be starting basically nobody, and they might just be having a full bench game. But either way, Golden State defensively seemed to find something last game against the Clippers. Offensively, they have been pretty inconsistent, but Curry has started to play more minutes, or Kerr has stopped really messing with his minute breakdown. They're trying to go with the 12-6, 12-6 model that they used last season for Curry. So I do think that the longer he's on the court, of course, the more that's going to help. But Golden State, I think, is in a pretty good spot here to get some revenge. I think they're in a good spot to win this game by at least 5 points. And Denver, I really think, is either going to be A, extremely flat, or B, they're going to bench half the players because it's going to be their 4th game in 5 nights. I'm going to get in early because I expect to see more Warriors money coming in before game times. Play that once again here for Thursday, March 10th. It's going to be on the Warriors minus 2 at minus 110 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.